Tell you something. It's cold, in case you didn't already know that. But especially here in the southeast, where we are not used to temperatures that go much below, the low 30s. 18 degrees, 17 degrees. Yeah, right now, um, it is a balmy 27. Oh, and I'm wearing my Don't Be a Grinch shirt to remind me that as much as I think I have it hard, there are other people that are having it that much about just people in general and their mindset. Because sometimes, we can get bogged down in a mindset that we think, oh, woe is me, when really, oh, woe is not you. Okay? You have a home, you have things to sustain you. And I think that sometimes even we get to thinking that we are privileged. Think that because we have certain things, and then when something comes along and doesn't meet our criteria of what we think we should have, then we get down and out and our lips poke out and we have a hissy fit. That's a human thing. That is a thing in general, and we need to lift ourselves up by the bootstraps and let ourselves know that, you know what? No, you don't have it that hard. No, you're not entitled. Get your butt up and go and make things happen. That's it. If you want something, go get it. Work for it. Because you have just as much opportunity as anybody else. And if you think that it's just going to come up and just fall in your lap, okay, and just come on, let you have it, that's not the way it works. That is not the way it works. Sometimes I think we want it to work that way. We want things to just come along and fall in our lap because we're either lazy, and that's easy to get. It is easy to get lazy, especially with all of these distractions we have out here now. Computers, TVs, and telephones, and Netflix. It's really easy to get distracted, and it's really easy to get distracted to the point where we think we don't have to go out there and bust a bubble, okay, to make things happen in our life. And I'm not just talking about, our financial situation. I'm talking about anything. I mean, anything. So if you're down and out, and I'm talking about pouty mouth, you got your lip poked out because something ain't happening for you, then you need to stop and look at your circumstance. Okay? Stop and look at what exactly is going on with you and what are you doing about it. Okay? Are you working hard, or are you just scraping by because that's what you think that's all you have to do? If you are just scraping by because you think that's all you have to do, then let me ask you something. Are you poking your lip out while you're doing it? Are you? we are allowed to work. We don't work because we have to. We work because we've been allowed to. We go out and work and do the hard thing because it makes our lives better. Okay? And when we don't work, then our lives become mismanaged and chaotic. We have to make sure that the things that are around us are as calm as possible. And when we're not out there busting a bubble to make sure of that, then the things around us become impossible. They become harder than they have to be. Okay? Junk piles up in our mind mostly. It's a mindset. Because when junk starts piling up in our mind, then junk starts piling up in our environment. And that's not the way it has to be. You know? That's not the way it has to be at all. If you look at the Grinch, okay, and I'm using him lightheartedly because, I mean, he is probably one of my most favorite Christmas stories of all time. I just love the Grinch. It's just, but if you look at him and you look at the story, he was miserable, you know, but he isolated himself. He lived on top of this huge mountain that had absolutely nothing to offer him. And why did he do that? I mean, the story doesn't tell us. Okay? Now, if you look at the motion picture story, it does get into that a little bit, but the original Dr. Seuss story doesn't say anything. You know, just that he was miserable. And he was miserable because he allowed himself to be. Okay? And when he realized that true comfort and true joy is a heart thing, not an environmental thing. It's something that we allow ourselves to feel and be. Then all that grinchiness went away. And he actually had a heartfelt condition, right? His heart grew. And he felt something that he probably had never felt or hadn't felt in a very long time. We don't have to be like that. We have a choice. And the Grinch had a choice, didn't he? Otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to feel anything. He wouldn't have been able to feel that love in that heart. So we have a choice. It is our choice how we feel. We can either feel joy and love and compassion and gratitude and thankfulness, or we can be miserable and be a Grinch. And go around and have her lip poked out. Okay? The choice is yours. What you gonna be? What you gonna do? How you gonna feel? What are you gonna do with it? You know, and this being the holiday season, this being Christmas, we have a choice in giving other people a part of our joy. And giving other people a part of our gratefulness and our thankfulness and our compassion. We can do that. We can spread that. You know, and they have a choice whether they accept it or not. But it is ours to give. And it is theirs to accept or reject. So, once again, let me tell you, don't be a Grinch. Okay? Don't be a Grinch. You know, I have a shirt at home that that says, "In a world full of Grinches, be a Cindy Lou Who." Okay. And one of the best Christmas characters there is ever. I never grew up, y'all. I just got old. Okay, so there you have it. That's my Christmas thing for today. And I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and go out and make somebody smile. All right, and I'll see you next time. Bye.